Dear residents, due to rampant complaints of sexual harassment from an elderly woman, we are removing the mistletoe from the elevator, effective immediately. We saw Merry Kissmas, so you know what that means.
Now it's time for How Did This Get Made? We're gonna have a good time, celebrate some failure, not just be a hater. Cause you know you wonder, how did this get made? Let's wallow in the mediocrity of subpar art. Perhaps we'll find the answer to the question, how did this get made?
Hello, people of Earth, and welcome to the How Did This Get Made annual live stream. We are here to talk tonight about a film called Merry Kissmas, a film financed apparently by Kay Jewelers, partly financed, I should say. And what's the plot? If you haven't seen it, well, it's about a young woman who is in love but falls out of love when mistletoe forces her to kiss a man that she realizes is her true soulmate. I think that's roughly the plot, but you know what? Let's break it all down.
I didn't see that.
There we go.
I have thoughts.
I didn't see that.
Too much pressure to have you all sitting next to me for that opening.
Just staring at you?
Just staring at me. So I needed to get there quickly. Welcome, Jason. June.
By the way, may I be the first to say Merry Kissmas.
Oh, Merry Kissmas.
And Merry
all of
Christmas
you.
to all.
And a happy blow year.
A what?
A happy blow year.
A happy blow year?
What is that?
Wow.
Like a blow.
What?
Wow, yeah, right?
Stop! I'm
hell?
sorry.
That's
End
not
the stream.
right.
Cut the stream,
Cut
Wes.
the stream.
Merry Kissmas and a happy blow year.
No.
Whoa.
Wow.
No. I thought that's what it was kind of like building
And
Boy,
to.
do I wish that this movie had anywhere near that kind of sexual charge. I believe
Happy
none of the
blow
people in
year.
this movie have given or received a blowjob ever.
I will argue, and I'm going to have a whole
Sure.
speech to make about this, that the only sexual chemistry that anybody had was between the cousins.
Ooh,
Oh,
I like
yes,
those
the
sounds.
cousin
The cousins.
and Joshua.
Yes.
I think the cousin and Joshua from the
Well, from
animal
the shelter?
Yes.
Deep side part?
Yes, deep
No,
side part.
no,
Yeah,
no.
they were
No, the
on fire.
we never saw them
Here's what I'm going
again.
to say, just for fans out there. This is directed by someone who we've covered multiple times on the show. The director of 12 Pups of Christmas and the
God.
dog who saved Christmas. So
That
we,
makes sense.
we-
I was about to say, is this his first film or hers?
Or her,
it is
Oh.
her.
her
Or
story.
hers?
Her story.
Is this her? Although I don't want to claim this for my gender, but is this his or her first Christmas movie without dogs? Is what I was about to say.
But there
and
is
then
a dog
I
in
realized
it.
there are.
Barkley, I'm so
Barkley.
sorry,
Bark-
June.
Oh,
Do you not remember
I forgot for a second.
Barkley,
Mr.
our
Barkley.
favorite
Forgot for a
dog?
second.
I will say, if you don't remember, this director has an interesting type of films that he makes. Yes, he makes Christmas movies. He makes Christmas dog movies. And he also makes serial killer films. He made a film about BTK
See, that does
and
make
John Wayne
sense.
Gacy. And he also
See, that's what this movie needed a little bit more of. Bind, torture, kill.
That's what we had in the Doris Roberts elevator.
Yes.
scene.
That's where it came out.
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
Jessica, there was an element, you're absolutely right,
Yes.
of danger
Yes,
and
desperation.
suspense and
Yeah.
violence.
I agree.
Sexual
in that
violence.
scene. Yes.
She put her finger in and out of his
There
ear
was
I
hole.
desperately wanted her to be a ghost.
No,
I
yeah.
wanted her to be revealed to be not real
There
because there was
nothing
something
fun about it.
Otherworldly
There
about
was
her.
so much. Everybody in this movie is so weirdly passive in all regards, except Doris Roberts,
She
who,
gets what
like
she
a
wants.
shark, is moving through this world from one makeout to another.
Yeah.
But I will
Yeah.
say this, every character that we meet, you think, oh, well, they'll have a magical part. Like Doris Roberts, she might have kicked off a magical thing with a kiss.
That's right.
This Santa Claus, the doorman.
The
Well,
pond that she throws a coin into.
Yes.
No
The
magic.
The movie
Barkley.
keeps wanting you to feel
Barkley.
magic, and it's giving you the audio cue of that da-da-da-da-da-da-da, that's like a magic thing is happening, but it's always in service of no magic. And I think the only thing that's posited as magic is the elevator.
Yes.
But is it magic?
Glass?
Magic.
Is it magic?
I get to touch it.
Wow.
I get to touch it. You little Doris Roberts. I poked your ear hole. I poked your ear hole.
I don't want it.
Yes.
I just did what he couldn't do, which was
Get
say
away.
no, which was say no and get away.
Now, and here's the thing. I didn't get the performance from Doris Roberts. Like, I really found it fascinating that he couldn't say no. And by the way, like, I don't mean to say, obviously, many victims of sexual violence.
Oh, no.
Don't say no and are frozen.
Yeah,
Are frozen in fear. I don't know how I went down this road. But
Doris Roberts did say she only wanted this movie released after she was dead because she could really do what she needed to get done.
I don't blame him. I do think he froze, but it was very strange because it felt like he was playing, the energy he was playing was like, I don't want to offend a sweet old lady. And I wanted to say, my brother in Christ.
Yeah.
She is dangerous.
Yes, she is.
Don't worry about her, and she can handle it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that desperately wanted her and Carlton to end up at the end?
Who's Carlton?
Together? The fiance?
That's wild.
I will say,
I want to talk about him roughly for the next hour.
800 minutes.
Oh, absolute British Carlton?
No, not British.
Darling, please.
Darling.
He was British.
Was he British?
I mean, I think he's trying
Yes.
to play British.
I thought when he first started talking, I thought it was a French accent.
Or is it actor? Or is it pretentious actor? Yeah, although he's not an
No,
actor,
he's
What
a
is he?
producer director of a
film?
of a Nutcracker ballet in Palo Alto, California.
Yes.
And is being treated as if he's
A star.
Sondheim.
But it also seemed like
Star.
it did seem like he also was famous for other things. Like it's like almost like if Steven Spielberg decided to direct.
Well, he
A-
has the fame of an actor.
Yes.
He has the
the
fame of
reason-
like a pinup, like they have headshots
Well, that's
of him.
it. I
Yeah.
think the reason we're
know.
thinking that is that they used the actual actor's headshots.
Yes, they did.
And what I saw was a man, obviously it was like an early 2000s, headshot where he did not have that insane facial hair that I want to discuss.
Was that an
'cause
actor's choice? I think that was an actor's choice for the role.
Guys,
I
have you
don't
ever
know.
seen that?
I never. It was
It's a triangle,
It was
then
shapes.
face.
Yeah.
It was shapes.
Then
Rudimentary
this.
shapes.
Yes.
A line. A
Is
square.
it a Van Dyke?
A triangle.
No, Van
Yeah.
Dyke I think has more of a spike.
You
to
might
it.
be right. You might be
Yeah.
right. I don't know. But it
I've never
looks
seen that
almost like a
distance.
Tony
No, I've
Stark
never
kind of
seen it.
beard.
I think he was trying to
It
go
was
for
what is that artist? Mondrian?
Yeah.
With the blocks.
Yes. Yeah, post-impressionist sort
Yes,
of.
that's what it looked like.
I mean,
couldn't make
here's the
heads or
thing.
tails of
I'm
it.
sure the chat is going wild. We talk about Mondrian too much on the
We do.
podcast.
Well, it's our
It's a
go-to. It's
drinking
our
game.
crutch.
Every time we
It's
talk
our
about
crutch.
Mondrian, everyone takes a
Everybody's
drink.
too wasted because we're talking
Yeah.
about Mondrian so
sorry.
much.
So sorry.
I do want to know, like, it seems like the show is getting very close to happening.
It's mere
Can
days
I just
away.
say something? Okay, I know they had his headshots, and that confused some of us.
I believe we have a picture of that
They
headshot.
also, though, put his face on the marquee.
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah.
his face?
That
Yeah,
was
oh, yes.
Yes.
him.
That was
He's like, hey, it's me. I thought he was going to be the star of
A movie.
as if he was going to be doing the Christmas Carol and he was going to
Well-
be Scrooge
Well, look at
or
this
something.
clip 2, or sorry, image 2 is we have the image of him.
Well, that's
There
it. Wait,
he is,
okay, but
Carlton
this is
Wells.
him with long hair. I didn't
Yeah.
know that was him.
He
Right,
looks
it is
like-
tricky.
so many different
He
versions.
looks like
of him.
from this distance too. He looks like Milo Ventimiglia. He looks like Jess from Gilmore Girls.
Thank you. They didn't have enough money to do a separate photo shoot of
But
Not
him.
at all,
Jessica,
no.
what is his
Yeah.
job that he should be? Like, if he is a Steven Spielberg, or even if he's a Sondheim, he would never be on the marquee. So
No.
that
Right.
to
You don't
me
see, like,
Not only
Steven
would it
Spielberg
not be,
presents,
not
yeah.
only would he not be on the marquee, it wouldn't be just a random candid photo that he's been photoshopped out of and put on the marquee.
what you didn't say earlier when you were describing all of his roles was choreographer.
Well,
Yes.
but is he a choreographer?
Someone
Yes,
says
I
that
think
a lot.
so.
Okay.
But
Yes.
the Nutcracker is already choreographed.
Yes.
I don't mean to. I don't know
well, you
that much
still need a
about
dance person there.
You need a dance person there, but he's not. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Isn't aren't those dances already like? Don't you learn the
I
Nutcracker?
think there's probably interpretations on a theme.
Wait,
I
you're
don't
saying-
think
wait,
that's
wait,
what that
wait,
was,
wait, you're
though.
saying that a choreographer is only employed to come up with new dance moves.
I thought that's what a choreographer.
Here's what I'm in
did.
agreement with June in the sense that I think this guy is pulling a scam.
Well, there-
Wow.
I don't think he is. He is acting as if he is producing the Radio City Music
Yeah.
Hall
Lincoln
Christmas
Center. I
show.
couldn't see
But this is the thing. Why? You could set it anywhere. Why put it in Palo Palo Alto.
The
Like,
least Christmassy place. Somebody lived there. Somebody had a deal with the mayor. Somebody had to tax something.
yes,
Because
It makes no sense.
okay.
but it wasn't even
say-
shot in Palo Alto.
It wasn't? Where
No.
was it
Oh,
shot?
this is Riverside.
Canada. Oh, Riverside? Oh,
Yes.
It felt to me like Canada.
Yeah,
all
no,
the way.
Yeah, me
Riverside, California. So
I think you can't have a Christmas movie without fake snow. And that's
Yeah.
where Hallmark does it right. They
Yeah.
shoot on the same lot. They have the snow going. They've got the bandstand. Like, I
you
can't
think,
do
though-
it in that kind of
But
climate.
we live in that climate.
Yeah, and it ain't
It
Christmas,
doesn't-
bitch.
yeah, I agree. It doesn't. Wow.
by the way, can you
Okay.
say it one more time? It ain't
And it ain't Christmas, bitch. You
That's
can
the
put up as
shirt.
much garland as you want.
I mean, my
See, then they did
children
it.
live here, and
And
I'm
they did
trying
it.
to
They
give
did.
them
They
as
skimped.
much of a Christmas experience.
doing your
as
best.
they-
This
You're doing your
You're-
best, but it's not good enough.
Well, I will say
Christmas,
my
bitch.
favorite Christmas movie is Mixed Nuts. That
Oh,
takes
boy.
place in Los Angeles
Yeah,
and Venice.
in Santa
So-
Monica.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
Venice. Yeah, you're right,
Venice.
you're right.
Venice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
So
the
Jon
roller,
Stewart
rollerblading Christmas
like
tree.
walking with
But that's
rollerblading
that's
with the tree.
commenting on the
All
like,
I'm saying is I
Christmas
do think there
nature.
is a way to do it, and I wish you wouldn't dismiss our state and our climate and say like we can't have Christmas or we can't portray Christmas.
We can't.
Here's what
I don't think this
feel like
movie can, and I agree with
We
you
do the
there.
best
But give
we
us
can.
another chance.
the movie wants it both ways because they also keep putting people in winter coats
Yeah.
and
Right.
stuff
Yeah.
that's supposed to be hats and it's
Those
supposed to
poor
feel
people
winter
that are-
Christmassy.
sweaters.
The poor carolers
No, thank
who
you.
were not good
Oh,
singers.
lackadaisical
not-
carolers.
They
They're like,
were, but they probably because they're about to pass. There was, but they were
Video
they
clip
were
two.
definitely working the craft.
well, they by the way, they were not working it. They were dubbed. And so
Oh, yeah.
They were definitely
watch
dubbed.
There's so much ADR, so many ADR lines in this movie, but it's clear they only had a male voice and a female voice for all the ADR lines. So
Yeah.
even when it's our leads
Yeah.
and it's
Yes.
an ADR
Oh,
line,
really?
it's not them.
Yes, I
It's
saw
not
that too,
them.
Jason.
It's not them.
just take
for
a look
sure.
at how off they are on the syncing here. Just look at their lips.
Yeah. Where's the bell?
Yeah.
Nobody's ringing the bell. Nobody's holding the bell. Where is the bell? And those characters recur throughout
Again,
the movie.
You're gonna see
another
them.
non-magical reoccurrence. All of these
You
non.
You're gonna
think
see
the
them.
movie would have magic in it in some
Now-
way, shape, or
Yeah.
form, and
The one possible piece of magic we didn't discuss was the actual Nutcracker.
Yep.
Okay, well,
That's not
I think
magic.
I have trauma from the other movies we've watched because every time
You
that when
expected him
that
to come
Nutcracker,
alive.
Yeah.
I thought she's gonna fuck that Nutcracker.
Yeah.
If we've learned anything from Christmas movies, that bitches want to fuck Nutcrackers.
Wow. You've
They
gotten
come in-
very
I
coarse.
really do.
Very coarse.
They
oh
do.
yeah. No, but
They-
I saw it too,
They
and I was
do
like,
be fucking
do.
Nutcrackers,
The minute-
but they can't.
hold
Well,
on, you
we
can
need
see
to
it
cut
too.
together a Jess Sinclair like you need to have your own Christmas special. Bitches be fucking Nutcracker.
Yeah, well, you can see because there's a lot of ADR. They're dropping in like the bell
Yeah,
ringing and that.
they
But
do
like
be
when
doing
she
it.
saw the Nutcracker in the window for the first time,
Yeah.
there is an audible splash sound effect
What?
that is just her getting drenched.
Yeah, for
Drenched
real.
for the
and then
cracker.
even when the cookie, because didn't we see one where cookies came to life too?
Yeah.
Somebody
Well,
fucked
a
the
Nutcracker,
cookie.
a Nutcracker came to life.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I thought when the cookies were there, I'm like, these are gonna come to life.
Oh my
like
God.
I just kept waiting
Well,
for
you're
the
afraid of a lot.
objects to come to life.
Honestly, I feel like I enjoyed the movie less because I kept wanting
Me too.
something to come to life
Yeah.
and fuck someone,
It's interesting because when Paul and I were
including
watching,
all the actors.
yeah,
Truth.
I actually, and I know you felt differently.
Oh,
You
God.
better not change
no.
your opinion.
Oh, gosh.
You better not change
All right,
your opinion
all right.
now for these two and
Yeah.
for that all of them out there.
Okay.
I know you and I both enjoyed the main leads.
Oh, absolutely.
Loved them. Wanted them together. We wanted them together.
Loved
Was
them
it-
under the
Loved
bridge.
them. We liked their chemistry.
Wait, the
The
two
main
wait,
lead?
The main leads,
Yeah.
our main leads.
the two people that are in an emotional affair.
Well, yeah, I
She
guess.
is engaged.
Yeah, but it's loose.
It's
It's
ish.
loose.
Ish.
She
Yeah.
is engaged to be married, leaves a
Ish.
planning meeting for her engagement party, runs, chases a man into an elevator and begins to make out
Well,
with him.
that's
Is that-
just
can you do
that's
that,
just
ladies?
life.
Can you
Can
do
you
that?
do that?
Yeah,
well,
can
if
you
you
do
Is
that?
that cool?
If you saw Martha Stewart's documentary, which I highly recommend, she
Wow.
talks about a similar moment where she was
In the Duomo.
married. Yes, she was married, and then she went to Florence, fell in love with the food, the sights, the art.
That was their honeymoon.
You're right. It was her honeymoon.
Whoa.
She goes on a separate trip to see the
What's a
Duomo.
heartbreak
She's
kid
up,
scenario?
she's up there, and she leaves the tour or whatever, and there's this beautiful Italian man, and she makes out with him in the Duomo.
And she does not
And
consider
she doesn't-
it cheating.
And she didn't then, and I don't
Nope.
think she does
She
now.
certainly doesn't.
And I do think that's the moment we saw with Kayla.
Wait a second. I need to get back on
Kay's
this.
Jewelers, Kayla, and Casey. Derek Casey, Dustin Casey.
Dustin.
I believe it's
They have the
Dustin
name.
Casey.
They have
I
the
think
name.
she got so caught up in the moment. And
What moment?
No, she
What
was
moment?
using him.
Guys,
Yeah,
She
to
did
get
not
away from
see
the
him.
Who cares?
She's
She is
running away from the
engaged to
woman.
Such a fucking asshole.
I agree.
She should be making out with Santa.
She should
Every
break
single
up
one
with
of those
the asshole
carolers.
first.
First of all, I want to
Barkley,
disagree.
everyone.
First
She's
of all,
Barkley.
if she was
Barkley
good,
can't consent.
she was good enough at her job, getting him his headache medication.
Oh my God.
Picking up his
Oh, here
socks
we
and
go.
doing his cleaning. Maybe she would find some love, but she's just shirking off her
I
responsibilities.
did not like it. I did not like that she was. I couldn't figure out why she was running away from the woman who runs the tchotchke store.
Is that
Mrs.
woman like also
Joyner?
oddly
Mrs.
the
Joyner?
German
Mrs.
or
Tiggy
she's
Winkles.
German.
She's the
The
shop
store is
owner.
Mrs. Tiddlywinkles.
I
Her
couldn't
name is
figure it out.
Mrs. Joyner. Now-
June, you seem to be very proud of yourself that you know all the character names.
She's experiencing
Is this a
cognitive
new thing?
decline. This is like she's so proud.
Are you doing? Are you
I'm
taking
proud
a
to
new?
know
Are you
things.
doing
It's hard
notes
for me
differently?
to remember things, and this time I
Junie.
remember them.
But she's like,
Jana. Jana.
Wow, wow.
Jana.
Let's talk about Jana.
oh yeah, we'll talk about
Wow,
Jana.
okay.
Yep, we'll talk about the
Mrs.
The
cousin.
Janet, by the way, is the one who did say, aren't they engaged? And she's like, no, that's not serious.
Well, that's the
And
She
thing
really
is,
it's
like-
not because you can't take it seriously. She's in an abusive relationship.
she
is.
should get out of it before she starts making out with dudes
Jason,
in
God,
elevators.
you're
Here's the deal.
so puritanical.
In this movie, the reality of this movie is that the way people get away from people
Mhm.
is to just make out with a
Yes.
stranger. And nobody is surprised by it. Even him, really.
Well,
She
because that's
doesn't
a
feel
society.
bad.
You have a book, The Art of
Yeah.
Small Talk.
Yeah.
What chapter do you have when you have to just grab somebody and kiss them,
Yeah.
right? That is
Yeah.
like, it's a small
Yeah.
talk move, right?
Listen, I wish that was a rule in our modern day society.
He
I do.
he has no time to prepare for this kiss. She's not following him.
Right.
He doesn't know
How much
he's being
time
chased.
does he need? How much
to
time do
be
you need
to be
prepare?
assaulted in my building?
Well, okay. If you're talking, are you talking about Doris Roberts or Kayla?
No, I'm
Both.
talking about Kayla. Kayla comes in
Both.
hot.
Kayla is adorable. I love the actress. And
Just
you
because
did
she's
too.
pretty
I
doesn't-
did
just
too.
'cause she's
I
pretty
love
doesn't
Why are
mean
you
I
Kayla.
want
threatening
this
me?
kiss.
I know the thing. I'm not disagreeing with you.
I don't want you to kowtow to all,
All right.
all of them.
So
you loved
you're
her.
saying Paul's
We both loved
Paul's
her.
up for grabs in elevators. As long as she's beautiful and not Doris Roberts.
Yeah, as
No,
long as,
as
an
long as she's
old
cute
lady.
and
I would
beautiful.
be very upset. Of course, I would be upset.
Yeah.
But if Paul were in a miserable relationship where he was in some sort of like, she is being kept emotionally hostage.
Oh, let's watch this scene.
Look
This
at
is
this.
it.
He doesn't know she's there.
Yeah.
When have you ever seen a glass door on an elevator?
Oh, I
When
have some
have you,
issues.
when have you ever seen a glass door? on
No
an
glass
elevator?
doors.
Oh, you want to get
right
in?
now. You should start getting prepared, and
whoa.
now
What?
it's happening.
This woman.
Now, she just saw an affair.
Now, everybody
this
in
is
this
the best
small
part.
town knows she's from here, Kayla. Everybody knows she's engaged to the superstar. Look at them. They're about to go in for more.
I know. I loved it.
I thought it was.
No, she's wearing a gigantic diamond ring. How does he not notice the ring?
The ring ain't
Running
nothing.
away from Mrs. Joyner.
Oh, yeah.
He knows it as a thing.
Oh, you're trying to get away too?
See, that's my point. He
can
thinks
be.
it's no bigs. Like, I get
He
it.
thinks he's meeting the love of his life.
Guys, they
Now.
are under a mistletoe. I feel like we're forgetting.
Where is it?
It's above.
It is up there.
But
Oh,
you
look
don't-
at this. Okay,
Why
this
not?
is there is
one life to live.
there is
Why not?
wait a minute.
Wow.
Why
One
not?
life to, why not?
Our hearts beat. We have one go round. This is not a
Wow.
dress rehearsal.
She should immediately say, "I'm sorry, I'm engaged," and call
I
her guy
love
and
them
say,
together.
"You're dumped,"
Yeah,
and now they
yeah,
can be
yeah.
in love.
Casey.
Kayla, hands.
Oh, they have not met. Oh, so cool.
Guess a handshake.
Oh,
seems pretty
why
relevant
not
at
see
this
that
point.
ring, guy?
I do think that if you're making a movie about mistletoe in an elevator, it should be more prominently displayed. Like,
Yeah.
well, it's okay
Or-
because of
Or
this.
tell us that the mistletoe affects
magic.
everybody through magic, and they cannot not
No.
kiss.
No,
Okay, can we just
they're
back up for a second?
following, They're just following Christmas rules.
But where do we see-
rules
No,
state
she's
that
not
if you
doing
have
it.
mistletoe over you, you
It
have
trumps
to kiss.
It
But no,
trumps
she-
an engagement.
It does.
No,
I
no.
wouldn't want to be under
No,
mistletoe
that's-
if I am.
She's running
Yeah,
to
we
escape.
get
She's
that.
not making a mistletoe choice.
No, she has no
making,
idea.
Yes.
She has no idea. He knows he's under mistletoe. And then it's a great kiss. Why not go back for a little more? Because now we are under mistletoe.
Well, he should have said, well, we are.
If I'm him and I find out this woman, this incredible woman that I had this incredible kiss with is engaged and was using me for like extracurricular elevator kisses just so she can get off, I'm like, hard pass.
Really? Wow.
Hard pass.
Let me ask,
I don't
what
want to
would
be.
you
I don't
do?
want to be molested by an engaged woman.
Would you have stabbed this woman if this was you?
Would I have stabbed her?
If somebody came
Would I have
in,
stabbed? So that is the only.
You
You're
don't let
saying
me-
the only way
you
to
don't
say
let
no, the only way to effectively say no is to stab her.
Well, you do
You
carry
have
weapons.
gotten out
You
of
you don't
control.
even let me touch you at all,
I-
ever.
thank God.
Okay? Ever.
And I've
And
never
my
stabbed
point
you.
is-
And I've never
But
stabbed
but
you.
My point is, what would you do? Honestly, if you're standing in an elevator, someone rushed in and just started kissing you.
Oh,
what
first
would
of
you
all, they
start
would
punching?
never get. They would. I would. If anybody started to come
Yeah.
super, even if someone came
You would
close to
stab
me,
them. You would
I would
stab
say. No,
them.
I
By
would
the way,
just
this
stop
is
and say,
even
"Whoa,
close.
whoa,
This
whoa,
is
excuse
even
me."
very close for you.
This is too close.
Yeah,
for me,
that's
in
what I'm saying,
fact.
like, yeah.
I would rather not be in this room
Okay.
with all of you. But no, if someone were to come rushing in and start trying to kiss me,
Yeah.
I would be like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! What's going on here?"
Right. You would have some sort of reaction to it.
For sure, and it would be
Yeah.
initially quite negative.
What
Okay.
if they were super hot, though?
That's
because
what I'm saying.
Talia
That's
Shire.
what I'm
Quite
saying.
good
Perhaps.
looking.
Talia Shire,
Yeah.
currently Talia
Yeah.
Shire?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
I'm just saying, because let's go back to the first one. If it's like a Doris Roberts.
I see.
Yeah, if you,
I love.
I wanted to give
I mean,
you.
I've got questions about it being inside the Coppola family, about the Rocky movies, the Godfather movies. I would probably take the Talia Shire
That's
kiss
what I'm saying. Like, I think an old
get to the
person doing
information.
just to get to the information I'm looking for. If I'm being honest,
All I'm saying is life is for the living.
Okay, now interesting.
Okay.
Now interesting.
It's like we can't, these things happen. I know there's all of these like rules you subscribe to, and that's great. But you can't deny life and chemistry. And
just
sometimes
because-
shit happens and you
But she
have
didn't even
to
know.
doesn't make someone a bad person.
So by your logic, we should just be randomly kissing people in the street because there was no like connection with
If
them.
they're your soulmate, which is exactly what happened here, yeah.
But what you're saying
Yeah.
is cheating is okay if
it's
the
with your-
person
if it's
is
with your
if the
soulmate.
aggrieved party is a bad person. The
Yeah.
Carlton in this
Yeah,
case.
I'm sorry. I
If
do
we
think so.
liked Carlton,
Gina-
if he was a good match for her,
Yeah.
but maybe
I
not
would never
forever,
support that kiss.
then the kiss in the elevator becomes bad. But because
Correct.
Carlton is bad, so in this case, she can never be bad unless he is.
Well, but by the way, you don't know this about June, but June is the person who told Schwarzenegger that famous story. Eating's not cheating.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's that. So that's where she's coming at it
Yes,
from.
totally.
Like
That
the
does sound-
cheating. Yeah,
It does sound like a St. Clair line.
Yeah. It's disgusting.
Can we talk about? Wait, I want to go back. Whether you think she's a bad person or not, like, listen. Things again. I'll just say
happen.
Things
You said
happen.
that.
Yeah.
Life is for the
we have
living.
one
We get
go
it.
around. Okay, so I do want to talk about Mrs. Joyner though because
big time.
and her business.
Yes.
Miss
I do have
Tiddlywinks.
thoughts
Yeah.
on what that is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because here's what we know about her. For the first interaction with Kay, where she comes on way too strong, wants
She's
too much
German.
from her. But then we learn that when when Dustin comes by to get that nutcracker, she won't stay open for him.
Oh,
She
yes.
won't stay open another couple minutes, which makes me
To make a
wonder
sale.
how much business
Well,
is
and her
Mrs.
store-
Tiddlywinks getting?
Her store appears to be one of those like indoor flea market stores.
Right.
Where
No
it's like
rhyme
a
or reason.
series of little cubby holes where different people are selling
Yeah.
stuff.
Well,
there's
and
like one
then-
of those like Sigmund Freud action figures
Yeah.
I saw on a shelf.
And then before she realizes that Kay has left, she's staring down at the nutcracker and says something along the lines of like, yeah, I should get more of those or clocks.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
little figurines around them.
And
Guys,
then
it is absolutely
A woman undone. There's that serial. There's that
terrifying.
serial killer
BTK,
that's
feeling.
yes.
the moment where she starts chasing Kayla.
And why?
Yes.
why?
And
For no
why?
reason. And
And
Kayla
kill her.
Why?
Kayla
If it
only
was-
randomly is following Dustin. She doesn't know he's there. She
trying
doesn't
to
know he
get
has
out.
the nutcracker. She's just trying to stay away from Mrs. Joyner.
And then Dustin does say, "Oh, running away from Mrs. Joyner,"
Yeah.
as if
She
this is what we
okay?
know in the town to be true.
well, she's
That-
probably trying to kiss everybody as well.
Yeah,
Maybe she was. Do we think she was chasing Kayla to French kiss her?
Oof. Well, now that's a whole other story. I mean,
But if she was so hot for business, if she was so into making the sale, then wouldn't she have stayed open for Dustin?
That's what I didn't
that's where the
understand.
Again,
That's
Yeah,
giving
yeah.
me
Couple
Stars
minutes.
Hollow vibes, though. Like the kooky. I feel like they wanted the kooky weirdos of small town holiday nonsense.
and this
people,
movie does do a lot of those scenes that you don't need, where like Dustin's outside of her store and she's like, "Oh, you're here early. Why don't you come inside?" They don't just start the scene like a scene
they
later.
do a lot
like
of walk-ups, a lot of
Well,
walk-ups,
but
a
you
lot of
don't
walking
need-
down long
Yes,
hallways.
you don't need.
They just don't
Cut
have
in.
Hallway,
Cut in.
hallway,
They don't have the stuff.
hallway.
There's also
hallway.
like, is Dustin's house his office or his home?
well, he's definitely not a
Because
kitchen.
There's no locking doors. There's no kitchen. It is people
enormous.
knock and he's like, "Come in." It's a business, but it's not.
Can I also
Yeah.
show you the most upsetting thing about it?
Please.
Image 5 here. This is what his house is, and I'll just point out that an elevator plays a very large part of this movie, and this shows us that he is on the ground floor.
Yes.
No.
He is
Yes.
on the
That
ground.
is- But also, let's take a look at this. I mean, the weird bunny-eared thing that's in the center of the screen here. That's weird.
It
All
looks
of
like he's in a
these
crate and
elements-
barrel.
I
Like
think
it-
they
Yeah.
rented this loft that was staged, and
Okay.
they just said, sight unseen,
It's
we'll
everything.
take it. We'll
Yeah.
take it. It's everything in the room.
Leave
Nobody,
it. Leave everything.
leave everything.
because
Someone
he
lives
is
here.
cooking. I mean, he is cooking in this kitchen. He never goes to an industrial kitchen.
Well,
No.
and what's
Which I
weird
think
is
is against the law.
Yeah,
100%.
he wears his chef's whites when he's here cooking at home, and
outside.
then he wears
He
them
takes them
out in the
outside.
world.
I've
Yeah.
never
Which-
seen a chef walking about.
Well, I don't
I
think
don't
you're
think they're
supposed
supposed to.
because
No.
they have to be
Dirty.
clean and they're
Yeah.
getting
They're
dirty from
surgeons.
the outside
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
But he also is having only a 5-minute meetup with his friend. Like, there's so many meetups in this movie where they just go, hey, great to see you. All right, I'm going to leave now. Like
Yes.
like
Yes.
they
So
no
quick.
time passes.
And we don't learn anything.
No.
Well, it's so hard because what I couldn't get my mind around is how if Jana's best friends with Kayla, and they work together at a magazine called
Called
Trend.
Trend.
Yeah,
Or a,
Trend.
site, a
But I know
website
they
maybe.
did,
or
but
something,
then
yeah.
also it seems like Jana, who's a solid 10, and I thought she was beautiful, but 10 years older than
Of
Kayla.
course,
Okay.
yes.
But it seems that they maybe went to high school together because she references her being a valedictorian.
Yeah.
Okay. If
right.
this
Which is
a
part of
town
her
in
selling
which,
points.
Yeah.
of course, if a valedictorian came up and
Mhm.
started kissing you, would that
Wow,
change
Jason's not going to change his
your-
opinion on this.
An
Don't stab
engaged.
them.
Here's the thing. I would love
a
it.
valedictorian.
I would
That's-
love it
that's
if a
first in
beautiful
class, not
valedictorian.
valedictorian.
I would
Yeah.
love a beautiful valedictorian to start kissing me in an elevator. The minute she says, by the way, BT dubs, BTK, I am engaged. And that was
You're
fun.
upset.
Thanks.
Okay, just was asking.
I was just doing that to distract from Mrs. Joyner. Peace. I'm engaged. I would be like, fuck you.
Okay.
I'm out here giving A+ kisses away to
All right.
engaged ladies.
Yeah.
Okay, but back to my question. Jana, I think went to high school with Kay,
Yeah.
although I don't know how the numbers work there. And then,
Jana was a very bad student.
and then,
And
It's like
Kayla was
Matthew
a great
McConaughey.
and then, Dustin also grew up in this town with his cousin.
But they don't know each other.
How do they not know each other?
Yes.
That's interesting.
None of them know each other, and Kayla
No,
could not be more
Jana
famous.
knows Dustin,
Yes,
though.
yes, because he's the caterer, and they know each other from town and all that.
And Mrs. Joyner knows all
Everybody.
of them.
Yeah.
So
Mrs.
it's
Joyner
such a
is like
She's
the
small
in hot
town.
pursuit of everybody.
But it felt like the show wanted, or the movie wanted us to be like, oh my God, she's Kayla, and nobody seems to really know her except Jana and Mrs. Joyner.
By the way, they should have made
Same Mrs.
they should have made Kayla the star.
Yeah.
And he should have been like
Yeah.
the director and she's
Yeah.
the star. So cuz like to be
that's
the
interesting,
to be
Paul.
the fiance of a famous person is an odd choice.
Nobody
it's
cares.
it's
Did the movie answer where Kayla's family is?
No.
This is her hometown.
Well, they
It's
all were
Chris-
at the they were all at
Seems
the
like they're dead.
No, they were all at the party though.
Makes sense why
Their
she would get into
engagement
that
party.
Engagement
That was
abusive
packed
relationship.
in, and it wouldn't have been his family at the engagement
No,
party.
because he did invite a lot of press. He said.
You know all that
Oh.
Palo Alto press
All
yeah.
that Palo Alto press.
to cover
The-
entertainment.
well, I mean,
There's women in
the
it.
PAP, the PAPs.
There's women
That's
in
the,
it.
that's the
Did anybody feel this was, and I now know it was a Kay Jewelers ad, but if you told me
Oh
it
my
was,
gosh, I'm just realizing something that Kay's jeweler must have also paid for the bracelet.
Yes.
Oh,
the
sure.
bracelet that's the colors of
Absolutely.
What was the
Christmas.
bracelet?
Okay.
Ugliest
The
thing
colors
I've
of
ever
Christmas.
seen in my
What was
life.
it?
What was it?
Missing the color green, by the way.
I couldn't.
It wasn't the colors of Christmas.
It wasn't. It was. What was it?
It was red
An
and
image
pink.
Also,
And magenta?
he said, it's not
There
what
it
you
is.
think. I wouldn't be so presumptuous.
Look at that
Aren't they
pink.
already engaged?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I
No,
guess
they
because
broke it off.
they broke it off, but then he's coming back. That's the mea
Are
culpa.
those matching? Is that a matching earring? That's the grossest
That's-
thing I've ever seen.
That's a bracelet.
It
that
does-
bracelet. That
it
bracelet
does-
makes me want to barf.
This looks like a still from like a jewelry commercial,
Right.
when it's like he went to the mall and we
But
got a.
it also is a terrible
It's
presentation
a
of it.
terrible
Yes.
box. I would think every
Yeah.
kiss begins
Ends with
with
K.
K. By the way, I have a story. I auditioned.
Jesus.
for a
Should we
K
leave?
jewelry commercial. I feel like you
Okay.
and I at this point were staying in a friend's trundle bed. Anyway,
Wow.
Sure.
Wait, hold on. What was that part of the?
Jason and I for a couple months slept. Did you sleep in the trundle or did I?
I slept on the floor.
Okay, it was a trundle situation. Anyway, I went to a commercial audition for Kay's Jewelry,
Wow.
and they made us kiss, or the guy did kiss me, and it was so
Audition?
shocking. The audition was like,
Now you were in that
and I was
situation.
like, every kiss begins with. And he was like,
Oh my God.
Now it wouldn't have happened these days.
No, it
But
shouldn't have happened
when
then.
I
We
tell
did have
you,
a union at that point.
They were cool with it. The
Right.
casting director was like,
Oh, so you're
wonderful
saying this
chemistry.
guy just rolled with it and was like, I'm going in?
I think
Wow,
so, but it
bold.
was encouraged. And I
see.
didn't like it.
Wow.
You
Oh, you
like-
didn't
you
like
didn't
it.
like
Stabbed
it that
him.
someone just shockingly started kissing you in a scenario that you
Of course
didn't
it
think was going to be
depends who it
kissing?
is.
Was the audition
Has
in an
anyone ever
elevator?
like kissed you?
Don't point.
Has anyone ever? Has anyone ever done that?
Don't
I'm
ever
just-
point
I
at
just
me
wanna
so
know,
So
closely.
like maybe
Was
Kay's
the
cool with
audition
it.
You got
in
mad
an
at me.
elevator?
You got mad at me last night.
I don't. I actually don't like being pointed at, and I
No.
don't like being pointed at so close. I don't like it from across the room, and I
This is what I'm
don't like
saying.
it there.
We should not be this close to each other.
It's too close. I just keep da 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 ya da da da.
Listen, here's my question. That presentation was so horrible, and I would imagine if Kay is putting
That's
in,
what I mean.
you think Kay put in $100,000?
But it
50
didn't happen
grand?
to the
How much
last
is this movie
minute.
I don't
So
know. I don't know.
roughly, the
But-
budgets of these movies run around this
$1 million?
$1 to $2 million.
Okay,
That's
so
the
you're-
average budget.
So you're Kay, and you know you put in $100,000, maybe $200,000. Why don't you have a representative on
Beautiful
set?
That's
Who's
not
well-
a case.
there
that bracelet
for
is
the
not
commercial
a case.
shop?
It's not a case
Because-
bracelet, I don't
Well, that
think.
box
But it
doesn't-
should have been.
That's not
Right.
a branded box as opposed
That's
to the
my
next
Right,
point.
they wouldn't probably Kay's Julia wouldn't want to
That's-
give.
Oh,
That's the
I
one at
forgot
the
about
end.
That.
That's where it's. That's,
That's
where it's,
every kiss begins with K.
Yes.
If you're gonna
Every
do a
kiss
case, it's always
begins
every
with-
kiss begins with
Yeah.
you know, like that's
Right, yeah.
that's a trigger for me.
What does it say on the
That's a
on the
trigger.
bottom? What does it say in front of the ring? The Leo diamond. It says
Yeah.
right.
Okay,
Is that what
the
it says?
Leo
I
diamond.
mean, the chat will
But
tell
if
us.
you're
Molly, what's
paying-
going on with the chat? Anything?
Check in with Molly. Molly Cam. What do we got on the Molly Cam?
Hey, everybody. Sorry to back up a little bit, but a lot of people are pointing out that the beautiful bracelet that's the color of Christmas is actually the color of the lesbian flag.
All right.
Oh, I'm okay.
Great to know.
Wait,
Is
can we go
Carlton
back?
a
Sorry,
lesbian? Honestly, if Carlton's a lesbian, that makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Is his name Carlton?
Yes.
Great.
I'd love to see Carlton at the end of the movie get into a Subaru with another woman.
It,
Oh.
You know what I
It
mean?
would-
Everything would kind of come
Well,
together.
Carlton is having. He seems to be having an affair now. Once
The
she
Sugar
starts
Plum
her
Fairy.
affair, he starts to have an affair with
Now,
the Sugar
I
Plum
didn't
Fairy.
like that woman because I felt like she was moving in.
Well,
She
She-
was moving
she
in on
was.
what? Our girl's already cheated on him.
Yeah, but she seemed a little like
They're in a
whatever.
separation.
they
Okay.
were broken up.
They were broken
Dark-haired
up.
girls, don't trust them.
Wait.
Hot take.
Oh my God.
Hot
These
take.
takes are
They're
incredible.
hot.
So
Okay.
you're cool.
Dark-haired
you're cool with a
girls.
blonde giving
It's true.
unwarranted kisses in an
Yeah,
elevator,
they're
but not a
trustworthy.
brunette.
No,
That's why I had to dye my hair blonde. No,
Little
listen,
Mermaid. Dark hair.
listen,
She's the one who.
I don't know if
Ursula.
there's any footage of that
Mm.
woman during the dance numbers. But
Oh,
These
right.
dancers
Let me
were
see.
terrible.
No, but
with
some
all-
of them were at least actual dancers. I'm not saying they were good, but they were dancers. And then there was our brunette,
Right.
Yeah.
the dark-haired villain, who was truly like the most hilarious part. Is she was looking around, sort of doing a lot of this, doing a lot of just like little
Jumping.
jumps, little like this,
Yeah.
this, little jumps, looking. Then her role in this is to complain about all the dancers.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
She.
And
They're
I had
not
an
up to
eagle
snuff.
eye on her. She is not a dancer because she had an acting role.
Well, I mean, when you
Yes.
see the sets and the props all in there, then she really pops.
Yeah,
It's
But
the
she's the
pared
sugar
down
plum
version.
fairy. She should be the star.
The biggest
There
dancer
is
A
there
little old though, right? And
Careful.
Careful. Now you came for dark-haired girls and
Sus.
I agree with Paul. She was grossly old.
Yeah.
First of all,
and I felt uncomfortable
I thought-
about it because, like, between her and Doris Roberts, I was like, every woman in this is elderly.
wow. Okay, so
I've
I
never
actually,
seen the Nutcracker, and I just assumed that the Sugar Plum Fairy is a little girl who
no,
dances.
ew,
Oh,
no.
who's that girl?
That's I don't remember
That's
her
Clara.
name, but Clara, yeah.
Yeah.
Why isn't
The
she at
Sugar Plum
rehearsal?
Fairy
Why
is
isn't
like
she at rehearsal?
she's like the queen of,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
the other world.
Angelica Houston, like that kind of a thing.
What?
She's
I
not.
would imagine.
That's a dangerous
How have you
brunette
never
right there.
seen the
Oh,
Nutcracker, Paul? I guess you were
First of
busy
all,
with
this
those
is
birds.
this is making me like Carlton a lot more
Wow.
because he was just trying to cast the roles the way he saw them. He's not interested in. This is a very pared down version of the Nutcracker.
This is like when
Yeah,
I
there's only
saw
4
like
dancers.
Patty
There's only
Lupone
4
do Sweeney Todd, and there's only
And
2
it's-
people.
I
Right.
just
She
want to make
says
sure,
that
just to not to swing you back out of Carlton's favor, but he does say at a certain point, "I'm the draw."
Yeah.
He says he's
It's not about the dance.
Yeah.
It's not about the dancers. It's about him. This is an egos battle for
But
him.
also, Carlton's abusive to the dancers. He throws his script off the, and in this day and age,
well, it's not this day and age, is it?
It's
I know.
2017
It's that day and
in the
age.
movie.
2015.
Oh, okay.
Now,
yeah.
was anyone
Different time, a different time.
surprised that when the movie started and we were about 15 minutes in, I thought for sure that Dustin was a pastry chef.
Same.
And
I
Except
thought-
referring to him as the baker.
The baker.
He only bakes. We only see him baking,
I
and then he's
thought-
baking more stuff and I thought for a long time he was making food for dogs,
Yeah.
but it was to raise money for the
Me
dogs.
too. I thought they were making dog cookies.
Yeah. Yes.
I really want to go over the number of events that
Yes.
we are working toward in this
Please.
movie that are on the docket. That
And none
are,
of which are important whatsoever.
Okay, so there is the engagement party,
Yes.
which
Right.
at a certain
Which-
point there's no engagement, so that sort of turns into just like
a party.
a party.
party with
which
lots
is
of press.
doubling as Carlton's like a premiere party. He's
Yeah.
invited press. He's
So the
Yes.
show has opened?
I think it's about to.
Okay, got it.
I think this is in service of that.
So
Got
there's
it.
that. And also, I do want to address the fact that at one point he says, we have to keep our engagement because it will help the opening of the show.
What-
Right.
it's the-
Couldn't
what's
draw that
even-
line.
What's even crazier at a certain point is that she says we're holding off on our wedding until after
New
the
Year.
after
January.
Christmas because he's so busy with the show. But that means they're going to only start planning their wedding
Right.
after this show. So they're like a year away
Right.
from getting
Time
married.
to make out with a lot of other guys and see if we even want to
See
do
if you
that.
can-
Six.
See if you can beat this.
So
Even
then
six.
there's also a fundraiser for
For the
the
dogs.
animal shelter. But at
Mm-hmm.
one point, Paul, you said it's not for the shelter, it's for the people who work there.
No, I mean
Okay. It's
you
we don't know who
thought
the
you
cookies
thought it
are
was for the
for.
dogs. And I
Well,
was saying it's
yeah.
for the
I thought the cookies were for the
organization.
dogs.
It's for the organization. Ultimately, it's for the dogs, though. I hope that money's
Well,
not
what
going
about
to
the
just
people who work
overhead
there?
costs.
Honestly,
Okay.
it was a very nice
That
shelter.
fundraiser
Yeah.
is for the dog shelter. However they want to
Right.
break
I'd
up
love-
the
but to be
funds
fair
is up
to
them.
June, I agree. I would love to get a look at those books.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'd love to get a look at the books for this
Okay.
for this shelter
Didn't seem
because
like
I don't
he-
trust these
Then-
guys.
He didn't seem to make that many cookies that would actually
Okay.
bring in.
Seems like a lot of dogs, and only Joshua's working there.
They're always
Then
barking.
There's another event. There's some sort of community event that they are going to that she has made flyers
Yeah, what are the
for
postcards?
the dog
Right.
event to give out at some community event. Then, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, I believe there's also something that she calls a tree event,
Yes,
which is sort of the Christmas market she goes
I
to.
think that might be
The community
where
events.
but it might also be part of the fundraiser for the dogs. There's also in a montage a carnival.
Yes, that's right.
They also go to a full
A pier.
carnival.
Yeah, I think that's the pier.
And that's after she just said she had the best time of her life researching the maker of the Nutcracker.
Yes,
We have that image, Molly.
I
This
forgot that
Nutcracker-
whole story.
Yes.
the Nutcracker
The artist,
is
the 80-year-old man who
brand
made the
new.
Nutcracker.
well, like what Nutcracker comes with like like I
A
don't
booklet? A
well, I
pamphlet?
didn't know that nutcrackers were so specific, like to the maker.
No.
It's like you're getting a Geppetto.
Well, it's as if this man invented the concept of a
Yes.
nutcracker.
That
and
I
in
want to
fact,
read a book about.
Wouldn't that be great? But no, this is just a store-bought nutcracker that they're pawning off as some like great artisan. Oh, they also did a thing in this scene where they're texting, where each of them says aloud
And then we
the
see
text
it.
that is then shown word for
And
word
it's-
on screen.
But sometimes it's different because he said, seriously, that's great. And then when she got it, just said, seriously, no ... that's great.
Oh, funny.
But now this is what she says. She says, researching Vance has been 2 of the most fulfilling hours I've had in a long time.
Her life is dog shit.
It
She was like,
is.
She
She's
was the
saying-
valedictorian of her class, and she is now she's terrible at flirting.
Wikipediaing has been the most fulfilling time.
And also, he's so down on her. He's like, you write that article yet tonight? Like, he's so everybody.
I like
everybody
that.
wants for her to get laid. They want to get her laid. That's everybody in the town,
Yeah.
with the exception of Mrs. Joyner, who wants to make that sale. Everybody is like, let's get her coupled up. I
Well,
don't know what
because
Jana's
she's wasting
deal is.
time. She's a bad business manager. She's
She
out
is
making
coupled up.
postcards.
The cousin,
She's engaged.
I
It
understand,
worked.
but no one liked her. The cousin, her body be banging. No one cares about her.
Joshua
throw her-
does.
They throw her to deep side part, like, and we never see them. You know what I,
I like
mean?
that
Like,
I
he might
believed
have
in
killed
them.
her. We
Still
wouldn't
at
know.
pizza.
I thought that was very sinister. He's like, want to come to pizza? I'm like, that's the last we're going to see of that
Yeah.
cousin.
Wait, you think Joshua's a BTK style murderer?
See?
You
No,
think
but
you think we never
a
see
guy
Kim
who
again
parks in
because
there
she's
every
bound,
day.
tortured, and
I
killed?
personally
Possibly.
really liked the fact that Dustin was on her ass about doing her work.
Yes.
But here's the deal.
I like that too.
I've never
got
seen that
so
in a
much
movie.
on her plate right now. She's
It's
she's
What does she
December.
have?
It's
What
She,
does
she
December.
has nothing.
nothing.
She has
Except
nothing on
when
her plate.
She's separated
Here's
from
a
him.
She's
hot
like
take.
she's paraphrasing a note card into an article for Tempo magazine or whatever.
Here's
it is.
Trend.
a hot take. Here's a hot take you guys are not going to see coming.
Oh boy,
I
single on St. Clair.
She
Can we get a
has
single on St. Clair?
agreed to be Carlton's business manager. So honestly, all of the duties that she's pissed about doing,
Yes.
that's her job.
Yeah.
This is what I've
If
been
you
saying,
didn't
Jess.
want it,
You're saying, do you
If
think
you-
she's getting paid for that? If I don't see a direct deposit,
Wow.
if I don't see cash in my hands or in the bank, that's not a job.
So you think she's
So
working
my-
for free?
I do.
I
I
do.
do
Wow.
not
You're
think
right.
he's paying her.
but then don't
Wow.
agree to it. If you agree, yes, I will do this for you, and then you disappear for 3 days.
if I'm
to
not
get-
being paid,
to go to
I have to be an
carnivals,
indentured servant to this man.
He's relying on her to get the show up on its feet, and
he's
she's
gotta
out
focus.
there fucking.
getting the
And
double
look
Ds.
at this. Even though they've broken up, he's gotten requests. Please pick up my favorite socks. Where are you? How come you're not
Yeah, I
answering
mean,
your phone? I
they
have a
are in-
headache. I
I-
need some medicine.
Guys, can I ask you a very, very, very honest question?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite pair of socks?
Yes,
Really?
You do?
Yep.
I wore these today.
Yeah, those are good socks.
Christmas
I do. I have
Okay.
a couple
No.
now of the
No.
same pair.
I treat
Okay.
my socks
Which ones?
like shit.
I don't think
they're-
of my socks in any way.
Never.
I
I don't
think
have
of them as
No.
in any
And
way.
can I say something? And this is very vulnerable right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I actually have. I've been on a mission just this year to upgrade my sock situation.
Love this.
Because I know it's something I've never paid attention to in my whole life.
And you'd like
I
to turn your
always
attention
got them.
to it.
I always like they were haphazard. And then what I would do, and this is actually very vulnerable, is because I didn't care about them, I never got new ones.
Oh.
I totally
Same.
understand
And
that.
so this year is the first year where I'm like, I deserve, I want.
You had to go to a single for that?
I did, because it's been a very empowering thing for me to say and to feel that I deserve good socks.
And
I love this.
Bombas.
Wonderful. Bombas.
And
Wait a minute.
Bombas
Wait
is
a
the
minute.
brand to go.
Wait a
Yep,
minute.
Bombas,
What is this?
Bombas.
Is this
I'm-
a K jewelry
I just
situation?
want you to-
Why are you
something
guys
very
both
vulnerable.
saying bombas? What is
Damn
this?
it.
And you know what? Every time you buy a pair of socks, they give some money to charity.
It's not okay.
No, Bombas does.
Bombas does.
Bombas
Bombas
does.
does.
I do have a
Bombas
pair
does. I do
of
like
athletic socks that I like.
I have, here's the thing. I similarly, a bunch of years ago, just bought all new socks that were good, like good
Great.
socks. But I don't have a like, that's my favorite pair. I just am like,
Right.
socks, foot,
Right.
go.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't have shitty.
Now,
I
see,
agree. I
I
have good
would
socks.
Yeah,
I
so you
would
have good
expect
socks.
you to have bought all of the same sock.
I did.
Put them all in a drawer. You
Yes.
don't have to pair them.
Correct.
Those motherfuckers are just there.
Boom,
So you,
boom,
but you
boom.
have, but like, so you have a favorite.
Sock,
you,
sock,
but,
sock,
but,
sock,
but,
sock,
but
sock.
he has favorite socks. But out of those socks, he's not saying, but this is my favorite.
No, you
Yeah.
can't.
Right.
I
I
think
think
the
we're- I
same.
think
Like, you
what
don't
you-
have a favorite of these.
Correct.
Well, I think what you guys aren't maybe into is, and I will say Paul got me into this. I would see that he liked a playful sock.
Well, that's Paul.
I know.
I used to, but then I was.
But then I sort of got
Yeah.
him away from that and
Yeah.
said, like, we're not going to show our personalities through our socks.
Yeah, she yelled at me about that. She yelled at me about that, and then I stopped the playful sock.
Oh, wow.
This is
I know.
a very special one.
This is a holiday.
I put
It's a
this
holiday
out.
I'll
song.
allow it. I'll allow
I-
it.
only
but
for
what's
today.
interesting is, I don't know if you've noticed this, but I've
now
Yeah.
you're taking on
She
a playful
got you
sock.
to get rid of
I've
it
started
so that she
to
can
get
take it up.
Yeah.
like that happy sock brand.
Well,
I'm like,
by
I
the way,
like those.
You
Socks
just
on
you,
top.
What
this-
is
we're
going
just going
on?
socks,
Why
socks,
is
going
this-
on?
socks,
Wes, how
Is
dare
this
you?
live stream underwritten by
Wes,
socks? Are we
You
gonna
know,
sock
here's
it?
a cautionary tale. Matt Lauer, when I met
Oh.
him, remember
Where?
we used to go on?
Yes, I
no,
do.
remember we used to go
yeah,
on?
of course I do.
He never wears socks. He's
Ew.
a loafer without socks.
That's
and
disgusting.
that's serial killer
You know
shit.
what? My
That's
barber,
disgusting.
my
Yeah.
barber Rudy told me I was
You
wearing
can't fail.
I was wearing my socks up, and he was like, "That's good." He's like, you pull your socks
Oh,
up
yeah.
as high as you
If
want.
you don't, you got to be eyes out. For those men
Yeah.
who are going sockless into a loafer, bad
Well,
shit's
now
going down.
it was such a look for a while.
Yeah.
Right around this time, actually, like the late teens,
Yeah.
the like slightly high.
Mhm.
I think that's a great
hem
look.
and a bare ankle.
You like that look.
I do
With a
like.
no-show
Don't
sock?
point at me. I do like. I do like that look, but that's with a no-show sock.
Correct.
Yeah. of
I think
course.
what we're realizing though is
We're all touching tonight.
Why does it?
Stab,
Why does
stab.
it burn when you touch it?
Stab.
I think what we're realizing is socks are your happy, and there's a lot of happy in this movie. Can we
Oh,
play the montage
no.
of happy?
No,
Yeah, this
no.
is something that I thought they were trying to make a thing, but it wasn't.
What's
This
your
is
happy.
the montage.
That
of-
was really that turned my stomach.
I kept waiting for there to be a threesome with the cousins and her because
cousins.
she was like,
there was
look at
only
this.
one.
Look at these cookies. They look so happy.
They were made with happy.
Well, the real happy's coming up. So what's the happy?
this could be the beginning of a softcore porn.
Yes.
Could it not? We're throwing dough at each other. I got to take
okay.
this thing off.
This is the happy I was talking about. This is seriously happy.
Here's my movie pitch. My movie pitch is, wouldn't it have been so much better if Kayla and Kim, what's the cousin's name? If they ended up together, because she and he have so little chemistry. Oh, wow, that is a deep side part. I was like, Kim is more interesting to me.
Yeah.
Kim is great.
Than
Kim is
Dustin.
great.
I
Kim
really,
pops.
I know you felt this way too, Paul. So I don't want you to just
Why you
go
gu-
with
I-
the cool
I-
kids.
yeah.
I know because I know you felt this way too. I thought they had great chemistry. I
Huh.
love
Yeah,
them
I-
together.
Well, now if I was to disagree with you, I would have been lying the first two times that you made me agree that I did feel this way.
You made me.
Are you in
agree?
an emotionally
Are you
abusive
okay?
relationship like
I
Carlton?
love. They had a great relationship, and they were really good.
Why
They
are
were
you
really good?
Why are you
I love being
blinking?
in California.
Why are you
I love
blinking?
being out here. It's
SOS in
Yeah,
Morse code.
and it's okay if anyone kisses anyone in an elevator. Come on, guys. Fine. Don't
Tears-
point.
tears
Don't point.
sprouting
Don't
out of
point
your
at any of
And
us.
if June wants to chase someone down the street and kiss them in a magical elevator, because
It's
as long as
okay.
there's mistletoe, I'm okay with it.
Guys, did anybody say at any point in this movie that the elevator was magic?
No.
No,
yes,
I think
yes,
they
Doris
did.
Roberts.
Doris
Doris
said
Roberts
it.
says, they say not that it's magic, but that they tell stories about this elevator, or this
I-
elevator has a story
I
to it.
think it was meant to be a
Soft.
magic
I think it's soft
elevator.
magic.
Well,
I think
okay.
it's soft
That's
magic.
I actually
Not
also
hard
think
magic. That's what I tell the ladies. You're about to see the soft magic.
Merry
and if you're
Christmas.
Okay,
lucky,
close your eyes.
the hard magic, ladies.
Merry Christmas, Happy Blow Year.
You're not
May you have
gonna
some hard magic in your future. Now,
Hard
I will say
magic.
that
Isn't that what they call that stuff you put on ice cream?
I will say this. I want to talk for a second about the elevator in general. And I think that maybe the
Yeah.
best person to hear it from is one of the stars of the film.
Oh no,
Brant Daugherty. We
What?
were able to get him on the
Wow.
show. So this is Brant.
Hey, jerks. What's up? Brant Daugherty here. You probably recognize me better as the star of Merry Kissmas. And Paul wanted me to share some anecdotes, asked me what kissing Doris Roberts was like. Is it weird that there's mistletoe in an elevator? All amazing questions, none of which address the point. This movie was written by an insane person. And I looked up her resume, and it turns out she's written exclusively holiday films where the leads kiss in an elevator. And I'm like, what the fuck happened to you in an elevator? Anyway, the movie was directed by a man who couldn't give half a shit what happened.
Oh, wow.
I
He's
asked
really
him,
free.
what are we doing here? And he looked up from his phone and went, I don't know. And looked back down and I went, oh, fuck.
Oh, wow.
Doris Roberts. She leans into me and she goes, Brant, I'm going to try something. And I was like, say less. You may have my body. And so, unscripted, she pulls me in, kisses me, slips me the fucking tongue, and then slaps me and walks away. Anyway, the movie makes no sense on a cellular level from moment to moment.
This guy
the
gets
fact
it.
that you've
Love with
watched
him.
it and can highlight that I am supposed to be in an elevator, but I live on the first floor. Like, I can't tell you
I
how
love
much I
it.
fucking love and respect you guys, because this is exactly the kind of critical minds we need watching this film. We need people who can understand the madness, and I feel like you see it.
I love
Anyway,
him.
I
And
love you guys. That was like the longest cameo of my life because you hit on a very niche subject for me. So,
I'm obsessed with
jerks,
him.
possibly including Paul. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing, amazing Christmas. Please look up the writer of this movie and let me know, has she branched out at all from people making out in elevators? Because I hope not.
Wow, Brant.
I love
Thank
it.
you, Brant.
Okay,
and,
Brant.
and so
Okay,
now I'm going to
he's
say,
only gotten better looking.
well, now,
what did
With
I
age.
say? I
He's
said
only gotten better looking.
He's a star. We broke Oscar Isaacs on this podcast, and I
He's
feel
a
the same
star.
way about Brent.
I'm going
That's
to
a star
devote
right
the
there.
rest of my career to making that guy
Well,
a star.
okay, well,
and casting him
hey,
opposite June and I.
So now
in
do you
a-
understand
in a
why
movie
she kissed
called
him?
Life's to Be Lived, in which we just make out with him for like 4 or
well,
5 hours.
let me just say that Brant was also in 50 Shades Free as
Ooh.
Sawyer. He's the bodyguard that Christian hires for Dakota Johnson.
Okay.
I do want to bring up one thing that Brant said, which was that Doris Roberts improvised the kiss.
No,
I
I
think
think
just
she
the
improvised
tongue.
in one take, the tongue and the slap.
Okay, got it.
Like
Okay.
the K Jewelers guy. You know.
Similarly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
think so.
got it. Because I was going to say that's a
No,
major.
no, I
okay,
agree.
okay.
I thought that at first
Okay.
too, but when he
Doris
said the slap,
Roberts, for sure, needed to just update her SAG insurance. I have been in some interesting movies with older, more well-established actors who clearly don't need the money, who just say, you know what, let me just do my hours,
Right.
come in, come out, and then we're done.
Okay, got it. All right.
You know
So
what I'm
she's
saying?
she's
I see what
clocking
you're
hours.
saying.
100%.
Wow. Wow.
One day
what
of
if I
shooting.
told you though she was getting paid in gift certificates
To
to
gays?
K Jewelers?
Oh
Were
my
they?
God, you guys.
My God,
Oh
I-
my God.
This was these two things both rocked me.
I know. I'm
I
really
just
like.
want to show
makes me
you.
wanna
I had
do-
a note that just says I like him.
It makes
Yeah,
me want to
he's
do
hot as
all the
hell.
I like
other
him.
elevator writer
Yeah.
movies.
Well, by the way, I will say this: that Brant also wrote the first parody Christmas movie for the Hallmark Channel.
oh, cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
in
that's
2019,
I
called
will
the
say-
Christmas movie.
Because
Oh, I
I
love
also
that.
I feel like we haven't spent enough time on Kayla. I really liked Kayla.
Yeah, yeah, we have nowhere to
the
go.
only complaint I had about her is she didn't turn off her phone notifications.
Oh well, this is
Oh,
an issue.
yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah.
I do have this issue. I think that if you don't know to turn your notifications off when you're with a group of people,
But she's
you
his
are
business
meant.
manager.
I don't care.
These are
That's
work
her
emails that
job.
she
I
should be
don't
handling.
care. You can still get those notifications and have your phone on silent.
But this is 2015 when people
Yeah, they
didn't
didn't
know how
have
to
that
do
option.
it.
They didn't
Yeah.
have that option
This-
there.
I
I
found
bet-
that to be insane. To go on a romantic date with a prospect, a post-engagement
You
prospect.
call dates prospects?
A post-engagement prospect.
Yeah, she's
Wow,
a
all right.
prospector looking
to
for
leave
gold.
your notifications on.
Well, also,
crazy.
Brant is so sweet. He's always like, you should take that.
Okay, and that's why
that's your ex.
And I love that we're just calling him Brant now.
Yeah.
but that's
I
why
love Brant.
I
What about
love
when she-
Brant.
When she describes to him that her relationship is over and she says, I'll describe it in Twitter size 140
Characters
characters.
or less.
And I was like, what? What is
But
this?
seriously, why does she go back to Carlton?
For no people.
Why?
People make decisions in this movie for no reason other than plot.
This
Right.
is why he says, and this is why I
What
think
did he
probably her
say,
parents
Jessica?
are dead at a very young age or something, and she's looking for love. But he says that you're more important to me than work. And that's what she's been waiting to hear, is that she's important.
Right,
Now-
because she's like kind of threatening him, like, I'll break up with you. And then he said, but I love you. And then she was like, Now you're confusing me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the final thing that makes her come back is he says you're more. He said you should get back to the ballet, and he says you're more important to me than work.
And
That's
that
how
was
bad
it.
her self-worth is.
Well, because
movie.
if I were her, I would look at Brandt and say, okay, he also really cares about his work. He wants to open up a restaurant.
Yeah.
I
But
don't think he's going to be opening up a restaurant anytime soon. Really jumping in from like baking
We saw him make zero food beyond cookies that looked not good.
He bought a nutcracker.
They did look like what I would make.
Most of his cooking was buying a nutcracker.
Okay, and when they're doing, when they're
ideating
so he's
right now.
when they go
setting
to
up-
the day and they're gonna do the, he's wearing the suit, and this is where he realizes that they are
Yeah.
enfianced. He is standing in front of a table that you would think would have examples of all the food he's gonna serve, but it's a roll of bubble wrap. A big brown just box full of stuff. Like it looks like
You
just
guys don't
supplies
understand, though.
from
you guys
the
don't
shoot.
understand. Like, haven't you seen Top Chef? They spend a lot of time just like writing notes,
Yeah.
Wait,
kind of
that's what-
ideating, thinking about things.
I thought it would be
checking
a
out
tasting
different
menu,
dogs.
though,
Like
because
they have to kind of get out in the world before they create something. They have to. But here's the thing: if I'm her, and I am nervous that this guy, my fiance, won't commit. He's not going to nail down a date. He's obsessed with his work. And then I see Brandt, and we have that amazing kiss. And he's a guy who wants something out of life. He's a go-getter. He's an entrepreneur. Great.
Loves dogs.
And then I see that he's willing to adopt a dog.
Oh yeah.
Marry that
man.
But she still goes back to Carlton.
That's what I
her
kind
sense
and
of
that's
self isn't good. That's why.
though? We don't
How do you
ever
get yourself
understand
into
why
that
she's
relationship?
making such terrible decisions, because Jana seems to want to shake her and say, like, cut it out.
But
Jana
here's
needs
my
to get a
question
life.
for Jana.
Jana needs to get a fucking life.
When Jana,
Well, yeah, because Kayla is like, how come you're not dating him?
Exactly.
Why
isn't she?
I think Jana is honestly as a single white female thing to Kayla. Because why is she so obsessed with Kayla's life? Focus on yourself,
well,
Jana.
she wants to
Get out there.
I just want to bring up one thing, because as I'm hearing all this conversation, we're watching Kayla do the same mistake twice. She's with a man who's obsessed with his work. And then this guy, also obsessed with his work. He wants to open up a restaurant. That's no easy task.
No.
Well, that's
And then
why
she's
he
gonna take
says to
high
her,
risk.
when she makes those, I'm going to be honest, terrible postcards for him.
Yeah, they are bad.
He says,
but
hey,
making
don't do this.
postcards isn't her dream.
Well,
She's not
designing a
graphic
website
designer.
is apparently her
neither
job.
is getting the other guy's favorite socks.
Yeah,
so
what's
she's
her
just
job?
doing the exact same nonsense.
Googling.
So he's like, hey, don't do this for me. Do something for you. You know, do something for you. And that's when she is like, and the second wish of the movie is, I wish I knew how to set boundaries. And I'm like, okay.
Is that what this whole movie
What
has
the
been
fuck
about?
is this movie now?
I know.
But I guess that my
just understood the movie.
All right.
What?
This is a movie about a woman with writer's block.
Oh.
Okay.
She is doing everything she can.
Oh.
She's being a businessman, an
Okay.
unpaid business manager / intern.
We don't know about the unpaid thing. Let's not make
She's-
comments like
He's
that.
not paying her.
No.
There's no way. She's doing even when she's in the right relationship, because he's forcing her to write, she gets out of it.
Yeah.
She just doesn't want
Oh.
to see that little cursor blinking back
I
at
get
her.
that.
And I
I
do
get
understand that.
that.
I do understand
get
that.
that.
She wants to see that blank
then
page.
at the end of this movie, she should have written the thing, I think.
I think she's about to.
She is about
It's a year
to.
later.
Too late, Kayla.
It's a year later. He has moved to LA. He has not opened a restaurant. They're on a Ferris
They're
wheel.
in LA?
Yeah, they're on the Santa Monica Pier a
I,
year
I
later.
don't know
See
if
it.
that was meant to be.
Oh,
or
okay.
is it a Palo Alto pier? That's
Palo
what I don't
Alto
know.
isn't on the coast.
I
is
couldn't.
it? don't
I
think
had
so.
to. I looked it up.
I think
There
it's
is
inland.
coastline in Palo Alto, because I was like, because in the middle of that montage, what's weird
They
is
are
They're,
looking out
they're
at the
under a
ocean.
bridge.
oh yes, they are multiple times at the carnival doing stuff that is pier based, but they start
Pier-based.
their date montage and he's wearing the buffalo sweater,
Yes.
the bison sweater, the big shaggy
I
white
thought
sweater.
he looked great in that
Great sweater. He ends the montage in that sweater.
That's correct.
In the midst of the montage, they each are wearing 10 other outfits.
Yes, that's
So-
what I mean. Like they
so
covered a lot of
The
ground.
montage suggests that days have passed.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they end exactly where they started.
Because
Same
that's-
And the
outfits,
same outfit.
same
Yes.
day.
Because I think in a weird way, they probably shot, they
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
have it. So they were like, we don't have time for this
Yep.
change. Nobody, if Brandt is telling us that the director went, I don't know, and back to his phone, nobody's tracking outfits. I feel like Brandt probably and the lovely actress who played Kayla, they had to direct themselves.
By the way, here you go. 1 year later, same outfit.
Here's what I want to say, and this is important for me. There is entirely too much face grabbing during all kissing in this movie. Every kiss is full of, it must be direction because Carlton
I don't
does
think
it.
anyone was directing them.
Everybody is doing so much face, like big face grabbing, touching, chin grabbing.
If someone ever touches my chin like this, I'm going to break their fucking dick off.
If I ever went to grab a girl by the chin like this, like you little kid, I would expect to be stabbed.
Even if
and
Santa,
I would understand it.
Yeah, you would go this and
get out of
I
here.
would slowly put a knife
like a
through you.
slow, while
like
making
this,
full
slow.
eye contact.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Dead.
Just a tiny stiletto blade that you've got. It's real. There's so much big grabbing of faces that I was like, don't get grabby with the head.
But I feel like I think that's a movie thing. Like you need to like be pulling someone because it's weird to be like.
It's if you don't grab when you're doing an on-screen kiss, I think it feels like it's just too much space to cover.
Yeah, I'd love to know how many real life face grabs are going on. You know,
I think very few.
So few.
You think?
So I can't
think you
picture.
need to because you know what's happening.
You don't need a guideline to be like, okay, let me
two face.
Yeah, it's like an airplane.
Yes.
Go this way.
It's like I got to put my hand on your head so that I know where to put so that my lips have a direction to move. It's wherever my hand is.
But I feel like when someone's got you by here, it's so quick that you could go snap.
Oh yeah,
I don't like two hands.
Like the BTK killer.
Yeah,
there's two hands. They're doing 2-hand kisses.
Yeah,
They're making sure she doesn't get away. Ooh, Doris Roberts is head grabbing. He's head grabbing. Carlton's head grabbing. It's head grab city in this movie.
Well, I mean, you have to because you're not sure. Like a lot of these kisses are stolen valor kisses. I mean,
they are
they're not.
There's no consent.
Yeah.
This is not a movie about consent.
You're trying to keep people together.
So few people in this movie are receiving kisses that they wanted. There's a lot of kissing in this movie, but many of the kisses are unprompted and surprising to one of the two parties.
I think that's part of her kink. Honestly,
Kayla's?
No,
Doris Roberts,
the writer.
Think
no,
about
the writer. Yes, I agree.
I think
she's
she's
our boy Dustin. In one day, is 2 days, back-to-back days. First, he gets on an elevator and Doris Roberts molests him. Yeah. Second day, Kayla molests him.
But
that I would take, and he says, "Why didn't I take the stairs?"
Yeah, well, he's on the first
again, he
floor.
lives on the first
So
floor.
I will say,
and why did I take the elevator?
Yeah,
I will say that
why didn't I just jump out my window?
Some of the face touching, I think, is maybe tied to the thematic song. I'll read you some lyrics here. It says, "Chasing clouds as they go by, trying to find the reason why you elevate my love. I can't wait to get across the Frisco Bay. By your touch, captivated, you're too much."
What is this?
These are the lyrics of it, which I believe someone's family member must have.
It was
that.
It was the person who that scored the film. Yeah. It was
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was it's "Elevate My Love" by Brandon Jarrett, the composer of the film.
Yeah.
"Elevate My Love."
When they do their montage of falling in love, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they fuck?
I should hope so.
A couple times.
No, they're never fucking.
You don't think they fucked?
No, she's
I
not.
think
She's a good girl.
staying over. Well, first of all, where's she sleeping? On the street?
Well, she's
not
sleeping on
going
that
back to
sofa
the
in that hotel
on the
room.
sofa.
Yes, that was weird. It also felt like because that cut is weird because she starts typing.
Yes, it was
and
very
then
strange.
it's her waking up and he's typing on the same computer.
I thought he was stealing her idea.
I
did
thought
too.
I was like, wait a minute, has she never been typing? Like,
wow.
this his story? Is this his story?
It's like a John Candy Delirious movie where it's like,
I thought for sure he was stealing the idea and he was going to run off with this wild idea about Nutcracker and it was going to be his next big hit.
Oh, cool.
Although that's a great idea for a sequel.
By the way, I will say this. I think the reason why she had to stay in the hotel room is because it was full of cosplayers because there was a convention in town. If you look at scene one, scene one when they first check into the hotel, this is just
that's
image
one of the things that's true throughout the movie is they own nothing. They have not gotten clearance for any. They are shooting in
No.
the real
Oh
world.
my
Yeah.
God.
In a movie with no extras,
That's interesting.
cosplayers are
That's
out.
interesting.
It feels like oftentimes they are just existing in the world. Like they have
Found
not.
footage.
Like I believe the tchotchke store is. I don't think they set decorated that at all. I think they found
No.
a store
No,
full of
they grabbed
nonsense
it.
Got
and
it.
put a
Yes,
nutcracker
and
in
wrote
it.
it in.
I also think possibly the guy who plays the doorman has so much
Holy
screen
cow!
time.
The bellhop.
And he has also no magic. Like, combine all
magic.
these, no magic.
But
Also,
I was thinking,
why
is
is-
that someone's dad?
He's dressed like a 1930s bellhop
Yes.
for no reason
And he's working the
whatsoever.
side door.
Yes.
He's not working a front
and he's
door.
the only
No.
guy.
Nighttime,
Only guy at
daytime.
night, day.
There's also these lingering close-ups of him. Like
Yes.
after they say that we're not getting married till January, they cut to him and he's like,
Huh.
hair
Was he the same guy?
pouring out of his weird hat.
like, what's happening with him?
I
Is
couldn't-
he?
I couldn't make heads or tails out of that
What's
guy.
going on?
I thought maybe he would be the Santa Claus. Like, wouldn't it be
They
fun?
kept going back to that Santa when she says, because we talked about it a little bit, but the movie keeps giving us setups for
Right.
magic, but then
The
nothing.
wishes.
The wishes. She does 3 wishes with that Santa, none of which come. When she says, I want that girl to have
Then I
all of
thought-
her dreams come true, I was like, okay, we're going to see that
We're gonna
girl's
follow
dreams
that
come
girl.
true.
Right.
Doesn't happen. When
Does
she,
it though? Because there was a moment where I thought that girl
Oh.
on the bench was the dark-haired girl that
Sugar Plum Fairy?
Oh, the sugar
was the
Angelica
Sugar
Houston.
Plum Fairy.
I think we're
I hope
making
it is.
too many
The chat will
connections.
So
tell
she
us.
got like popped into the.
So that if that's the case,
No.
then yes, I
No.
hope then
It's not.
I want it to be.
I know, but
Because
what
that
we
would be
want
good.
is not always what happens.
Okay,
and what
well,
is real.
and I will say that the last Santa time, he's like, well, you'll figure it out. Like he gives
and
it.
That
I
was
wrote, and I wrote,
hilarious.
F you, Santa.
Absolutely.
If you are going to come in and interrupt me looking over a bridge and then you have no advice but to say,
You'll figure
good
it out.
figure-
luck.
Wait, how about the fact that she has twice wished with Santa, and then this third time she wishes in a fountain with Santa there next to her?
You
Like,
know what I thought? I said to Paul,
It's too much, too many wishing.
too many wishes. I said to Paul, oh my gosh, she threw the bracelet away.
Oh, that had been great.
Would have been great.
I thought she had, but
No.
I feel like
said
there's
she
a
didn't.
checklist for like all these like movies, and this writer just took all of them instead of just like
Yeah.
like you take 4 and then write around the 4. But she's like, I'll do the wishes, I'll do the
But I feel
Santa, I'll
like
do the
all of
dogs, I'll
them-
do the cooking.
But all of them only halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them only halfway. None of these component pieces are enough. Like the wishes needed to actually come true.
I
Or
agree.
the cooking needed to be seen and tasted and eaten
Well,
and
it
all
makes
of it.
me realize that all of the Hallmark movies we've seen with Melissa Joan Hart
Yeah, she's gets it
are
done right.
really
Or
well
incre-
done.
We've
Yeah.
seen
They're
the best of them.
airtight.
Molly, I want to go to the crowd. I want to
Yeah.
see what people are saying in the chat. Any comments that are happening? Anything that we could add
You
to? I
were
forgot that
doing.
we've been going so
Have we
hard.
misunderstood anything?
Yeah.
Are they correcting us?
Absolutely. Well, and I wanted to point out, and people are obsessed with this bellhop.
yeah.
Would it surprise you to learn that he is the line producer of this movie?
That's
Not at all.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it wouldn't.
Not at all.
Yeah. His
He
name
was
is
not an actor.
Yeah.
No. The other thing that we've been learning in the chat about the writer of this film, who writes a lot of elevator Christmas
Yeah.
movies, she also created a romance streaming service called Passionflix with Elon Musk's sister.
Whoa.
And
What?
apparently we need to go down the rabbit hole of Passionflix because I think this is some gold.
Wow.
Yes.
Passion
Interesting.
flip.
Passionflix.
Wow.
Weird.
I don't need to be supporting the Musks. Though.
No,
I
I mean,
don't
you know,
think
well,
so.
you know,
No, but we're
Musk's
supporting-
sister.
But
We don't know what her
no.
politics are.
Oh,
We
true.
don't.
You know, like she's,
You know,
shit.
You're
he
right.
could be
You're
the
right.
Wow.
black horse. Black sheep.
Interesting.
Anything else that we missed before we get into
Oh,
some
yeah.
second opinions?
Everybody's talking about how beautiful Molly is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, take that. Yeah, it's
That's
nice.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
look at that.
Gorgeous
Yeah.
tonight, Molly.
Yeah. Oh,
Thank
that.
you,
Sorry,
Molly.
was I supposed to pay attention to other comments?
And that's it.
All right, well, look, this has been great. And, you know, obviously we have an opinion about this movie. There
Great.
are people out there that have a different opinion. So I checked in with the Wolves of Glendale, a hilarious
Oh, great.
band.
Great.
They're recording an album right now, and they put together a song for us.
Cool.
Paul and Jason and June talk a lot about what makes a movie good or not. But everyone knows they're actually full of shit. We need a second opinion. Someone that knows what they're talking about. We need a second opinion. We need a second. Oh, give me a second. Oh, we need a second.
They're great.
Amazing.
Love the Wolves of Glendale. They'll be at Sketchfest in San Francisco later in the month at the Great American Music Hall. They also have been doing this like Iron Chef music show where they just released they get like assigned a topic and they have to write a song about it.
Oh, that's cool.
They did one
cool.
for the Clippers. They did one for Shrek. It's been
that's right up your alley.
What the Shrek?
All right, so Merry Christmas. There's only one review on Amazon.
Oh,
One review on Amazon, and it's a 5-star one. That's it. So we had to go to Letterboxd as well. So I'm going to go back and forth between Letterboxd and Amazon, and we'll start off with Splash Point. It says, what a surprise to see 3 of Hallmark's star studs in this film.
Oh, wow.
Though not the channel's hard hitters, these always bring a smile to my face. First, the very cute Ben Levine. He always brightens the screen. His star shines mid-movie as the story
Ben
shifts.
Levine?
Side
Oh.
part.
Side part?
Side part, okay.
Then there's the handsome David
Took a very small
O'Donnell,
role.
who commands a wonderful presence in his scenes when sporting
Who's
a
David
beard.
That's Carlton.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That's Carlton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When sporting a beard, I often do not recognize him at first, but looking more closely,
I think
his
this might have been his
eyes give
agent.
him away. And then there's the
Hey, Mara,
love.
super quick cue. Where's he from?
He's from Wellesley, Massachusetts.
Super cool. That sounds about right.
And then there's the love interest, Brand Doherty, who offers the warmth that Christmas rom-com
Truth.
needs. He's like the whipped cream atop a cup of
Oh.
hot cocoa. But I still have
Agreed.
questions.
Ugh.
Is it Santa, the bellhop, or Mrs. Billings who plays any magical role in the blooming relationship? 10 out of 10 stars. So it ends with a question, but
Her question about the magic did not hold her up.
no, not at
Yeah.
all. Intazomi wrote technically a bad movie by all measures, but it grows on you with rewatches. Don't just immediately turn it off when it comes on TV. Give it some time. Give it a shot. Certain audio parts, even the fiance's dramatic accent or the store lady's over-the-top antics grew on me. It went from a 6 technically to a 9-star because there are some grating parts, but I really like certain scenes. So I don't want it to be lost in all my 9 stars. To avoid spoilers, I'll just say the bulk of the scenes worth watching and letting grow on you are at the beginning and at the end. Now, with all that being said, this really doesn't deserve a 10-star. Nevertheless, it's worthy of a rewatch or two when you catch it on TV or when you're in the mood for phrases and moments that get caught in your head and resurface from time to time.
Okay.
10 out of 10. When you're in the mood for phrases and moments that get caught in your head.
Honestly, there was a phrase. The cousin who just loved Kim, she did say when she was really upset that Brandt did not go after Kayla, she kept on saying she's miffed at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm really
often
miffed
get
right
miffed.
now.
She's
And I don't
never
get
been
miffed all the time, but I am miffed right now. And I was like, wow, I haven't heard miffed in
Ever.
well,
Really.
it's been
Well,
a
it
while.
is-
People don't
It's
use
been a
it.
while. They don't
It's
use it
the
anymore.
hot chocolate of words.
Yes.
It has now
Absolutely.
been normalized. You can say pissed on TV,
Yes.
but you can't say it on Hallmark.
Right.
Miffed.
I will say this, Jason. I'm pulling this one out for you because this is, I think it's Sir 341. The subject line is "Love in an Elevator,"
Okay.
and it just
Living
goes,
it up while we're going down.
Down.
It says Christmas is filled with magic, and in this movie, the magic comes in the shape of an elevator. Rumor has it that when people meet in the lift, they will fall in love. Soppy, gush, gush. Well, it's Christmas.
What?
Jason, did you write
Did I
that?
write
Was
this?
that you?
Did I write this in an active blackout?
Soppy,
Was it-
soppy,
Was
gush,
this written?
gush.
Was this written last night?
Oh
I
my
wonder,
God.
you know what?
Soppy,
I
gush,
wonder
gush.
if there is
Soppy,
elevator
soppy.
kinks. Like if that's a real.
We
Gotta
yes,
be.
we saw
Gotta
it
well, one person. I'm
tonight.
just saying. I think that is a thing.
Oh, it's got to be. I'm
Gotta
sure.
be.
Molly,
yes,
can you look it up?
is.
Will you
Guys,
look up
we
elevator
saw
kink?
it tonight.
No,
I
it's
know.
demonstrated for sure.
We
But I mean,
saw
like,
it.
it is very. Now we
It's a
know
big community.
Yes.
the people that love this kink are putting it into our Christmas movies.
Yeah.
And are we
They are.
comfortable
Right.
with this
Such a good
sexy
question.
elevator play?
Yeah, my
Right.
It's such a
God.
I
good
would love it to
question.
be consensual, is all I'm saying.
I understand.
I would love for elevator play to be consensual. That's all I'm asking.
Maybe that's a part of what the play is.
Well, I guess now, I mean,
in the
I
UK,
think
they
it
call
is.
it lift play.
Because I think a lot of it is too, like the jostling puts you on each other.
Yeah.
okay.
You know, and the lights going out.
We
and
want
that's
that.
what we
But
want.
neither of those things
Well,
happen
in
here.
the clips too, because we don't have it in this movie. In this movie, he gets stuck in the elevator alone.
And
Right.
then
And he has his-
an intercom system
Correct.
though.
And it's
You know how all elevators
You
have an
know how it
intercom
goes
system
into
that
the
drops
lobby?
into the lobby.
and you know how you
By the way,
just
it
talk
makes-
to
it
the
actually
elevator
does-
when you stuck in it, when you just talk to it.
He was talking to the mistletoe.
No,
What?
he was talking to the elevator. He says
He's talking to the
He
elevator.
says
Yes.
elevator. You screwed me.
You stopped me from meeting the girl of my dreams.
Wow,
He's
guys,
mad at
he
the
is-
elevator.
You're right. He
Which
is
would
talking to the
lead me to
elevator.
believe
I
that
would love
that
it
is
if it
the
was-
magic of the movie.
Yes.
That the elevator has orchestrated that he's
Then
stuck
give me
there and that
something.
she's
I would love it if everybody knew that. If everybody
Right.
knew that, is this real or is this the elevator's
Elevator.
magic?
Doris
Is this the-
Roberts is like moving out, and she's like, I'll tell you, this elevator's magic. Everybody comes.
You
in
know
here,
what would have
falls
been
in love.
awesome? Or you know what would have been awesome? Every time he meets Doris Roberts out of the elevator, she's rude to him and acts like she doesn't
That's
even know
amazing.
that it
oh,
happened.
it's basically a
once-
horny elevator.
Once you set foot in the elevator,
Fall
all
in love.
inhibitions are gone
Yeah,
and
I
you
love
just
that.
experience
now
love.
that makes
I
sense.
love
And then
that.
in the outside world, you have to come to grips with who you are as a human being and find your way to the love that the elevator knows you already have.
And the name of that movie is The Elevator.
Sop, sop, gush, gush.
Soft magic.
Sop,
the elevator.
sop, gush, gush.
Colon.
Get ready for some hard magic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would you recommend this movie, Jason?
I don't know. Here's the thing. Sort of. I mean, sort of.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely for the thing. But if you're going to be watching, a lot of us are putting on holiday movies in
Sure.
this season. I'm going to say absolutely put this in the mix.
It's longer than it should be.
It's
So
much
this is a
longer
great
than it
point,
should be.
and I made this note. So do we all talk so often about how we clicked pause
Yeah.
and how is there still 40 minutes
Yeah.
left? How is there okay,
I did keep checking.
for the first time ever, the first time I paused to say, how long is this movie? How much more do I have? I was sub 10 minutes. I was 8.5
Wow.
minutes into the movie before I was like, I think this has been an interminable amount of time. Am I almost done? And I was like, oh, I've watched none of it so far.
Wow, that's
It was,
really
it
heartbreaking.
chilled me to the bone.
I
was
thought
like,
the movie
I'm
was
fucked.
over, and I saw 45 minutes left, and I was
Yeah.
like, wait, what?
Well,
It
that's
didn't have
because
moves.
She breaks up with Carlton and gets out of this sadist relationship she's in
Very early
because
on.
very early on, at like 20 minutes in. That's why it's so
Yeah.
good. The pace of it is so confusing.
Yep.
And I would also say in these Hallmark movies that are so successful, there's an hour and a half buildup to just a kiss.
Yeah, right.
When
they're
we
kissing
blow
too
our
much.
load, 5 minute to 8 minute mark of the movie, there's not a lot to live up to.
I know.
Do you know what I'm
hear
saying?
you.
Well, I don't know what I'm rooting for. You know what I mean? Like they seem to be obviously well matched. So just be together. There isn't anything incredibly difficult. There's no hurdles.
No.
Really. There is no.
They only
there's-
put their hurdles up in front of each other. They
all
hate
they
each other
need
and-
to
yeah.
do is choose each other. And that's
Well,
it.
if you remember some of the very powerful moments of dialogue in the movie when she says to him, "Did I cross a boundary?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "No, you didn't make one."
Again,
Stuff
Wow.
like that.
Midway
Those
through
are
But
the
I mean, like,
hurdles.
we're
Those
here.
are the types
If
of hurdles.
those are the
that they're
hurdles,
dealing
like,
with.
and think about it. In this movie, those are the hurdles. Very real life. In the past, the hurdles have been like, this
Yeah.
is a nutcracker that has been brought to
Made of
life.
wood.
Yeah.
I
Or
am
this
dressing
was
as a
dog.
Santa Claus.
Yes.
This was a dog that has become a
Your
man.
husband.
And
Yeah.
now he's like, he's basically saying
Those are the hurdles that
No,
most
the hurdles
people are
in
dealing
this
with.
movie are like you have intentions to be a writer and do all of this, but your counter intentions are stronger,
Yeah.
and are overpowering what you really want.
And we never heard how the
more
Nutcracker
subtle
went.
stuff.
I
Never
couldn't
heard it.
believe we never saw the performance. We never saw any of that. Nothing.
Well, because
I
I,
don't think it
believe
happens.
it ends the night before. She says, I'm flying out the night
Oh,
before.
right.
She goes, I'm not going to see the show. It's too painful.
Oh.
And then she says to the Uber driver, give me 10 minutes. And then she goes into the elevator. So that's the night
Okay.
before we're led
Got
to
it.
The
believe.
show went on.
I think so. of
Oh, I think
course.
Carlton.
Carlton
Nothing if
He
he's not a
lives for the
professional.
theater. He knows.
Yeah.
His name is above the title. It's
He
going to be.
is
it's a
the draw.
Carlton yeah, he
he's
is.
a
He
Carlton
is the
production.
draw.
He's a choreographer, director, actor. He's one of the best. We always make shirts here at the show, and I
Yeah.
think that, Bitch, That's Not Christmas is definitely
Oh,
one that we
100%.
I feel like that's the way to go. But I do want to just pull out that we did remake the very first shirts we ever made
that's
here on the
beautiful.
show.
Good looking.
This is Ridiculous Cage. which the original people at Earwolf thought we were going to get sued by Nicolas Cage, and they told us we had a cease and desist, which I don't think was real.
That's nice stocking stuffer.
This was
there.
also very much during his very litigious period. So I think we did the right thing.
Now, this is one that we also got in trouble
that's
for. This
cute.
is a legitimate in trouble because it's a BB-8 and it says, "What is its mission?" That's a June shirt, but there was wrong punctuation in it. And people got angry because there was an
because there's no apostrophe.
Yeah,
I think that makes it cool.
that's what I thought too. And I was like, isn't that cool? It's like a little collector's.
Yeah,
and, they're
yeah.
like, and then someone said, I will not wear a shirt with bad grammar on it.
I would love it if we had a button to unsubscribe people.
Yeah.
If we could,
You can't listen anymore.
great news. Thank you so much. Boop, you are unsubscribed.
So our Christmas gift to you is that you can go get these original shirts that have never been available since they were taken down and threatened legal action. You can get them now at our TeePublic store. But let's go through with some plugs. My book is always a great Christmas
Ooh,
gift.
wow.
There it is. You can
Always.
get that.
What a
You
great
get
stocking stuff.
Fits
yeah.
right into a stocking.
I'll personalize it, which I have to remind myself to go sign those books tomorrow. I'll do that.
And
then,
it does feel like, even just in recent episodes,
Yeah.
you've told so many new
We need
stories.
a
They're not
part
even
two
in
of
there.
that book.
Yeah.
We
Sequel.
Need a part two
We need
of
a
that
book
book.
sequel.
and of course, Dark Web every Monday on YouTube. You can watch it for free if you're catching up. Rob and I, our studio burnt down. We're in the woods now. We're in a hotel, surrounded by strangers, and we have weird guests popping in. Jerry O'Connell came by. John Gabris coming by, and then this Monday, Yasser Lester's is in bed with us. But who else? All right, let's see. We'll see by the image who's going to promote next.
Nice.
Okay, so that date already passed, but you can actually purchase a ticket at thedeepdiveacademy.com and rewatch this show that already happened tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
So similar to
Jessica
how
and I-
people can watch this show tomorrow.
Yes, but
But
Jessica
we're
and
gonna
I
be in the
tomorrow
chat.
will be in the chat. So we will be watching along with our audience tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard.
And if you can't make that, you
can
can just
watch it whenever.
anytime
Yes.
you want.
But it'll be really fun in the chat. You guys are in the chat. You get it.
yeah, it's hot.
Now,
It's
Jason,
all
we'll
happening in there.
we'll go to you.
Man on the Inside season 2, the fantastic
You're
Mike
in
Schur
that?
show. I'm in season 2. Yes,
Woo!
I'm in season 2.
One of my
The show
favorites.
is absolutely hilarious and absolutely heartbreaking in
love that show.
turns, and it's wonderful. Percy Jackson and the Olympians season 2.
People
drops
are loving
today.
it. People are going to
Drops
reviews are
today.
Fun.
They have an amazing
Oh, I can't
billboard.
wait.
Did you see the
No.
wave? So they built a billboard that is like splashing waves onto
Oh,
the
cool.
side of the road.
That's
It looks
neat.
really
Oh,
cool.
great.
That's
It
cool.
looks gorgeous.
And then-
All Out, Simon Rich's play that I'll be doing on Broadway at the Nederlander
That's
Theater in the new year. Get your tickets. I'm sure you can figure
You're
it out.
hanging
There
out
you
next
are.
to Ben Schwartz
It's
and
called-
Craig
yeah.
Robinson there.
Heidi
Oh my
Gardner, Sarah
God.
Silverman are in my cast, Craig Robinson. It's going to be a blast.
That's fun.
And I'll just throw out Taskmaster season 19 just
Yeah, I
because
love
it's
it.
As
still
you
up
should,
there.
Of
Why
course.
not?
Not to
And
you.
the art of small talk, guys. This is the time for holiday parties, and
Oh.
learning how to small talk is so vital. We have an entire chapter dedicated just to that.
Just to the holidays.
Just to the
That's
holidays,
great.
how not to get stopped. Always have a
I
destination.
love this book, and the audiobook is fantastic. Pop that audiobook
you.
on during the holiday.
Thank you.
I want to shout out our amazing team, our producing team, Molly and Scott. The videos that they cut, the cameos that they reached out to. We want to thank everybody at Veeps, but more importantly, we want to thank our in-house staff right here. Wes, Zoe, helping us through our first ever in-person virtual streaming event. And thank you for all submitting your questions, being in the chat, for buying a ticket, watching this. Thank you so much. We appreciate you so, so much. This is the best.
Merry
And
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Cow. Oh.
How to discriminate.